At the beginning of the film, a group of archaeologists have discovered a new pyramid, hidden deep in the desert. A documentary film crew came to Egypt to record the most important archaeological finds in Egyptian history. Unlike the pyramids that we know of with 4 sides, this pyramid has only 3 sides. Sonny mentions that Dr. Holden and his daughter, Natsa, a pair of archaeologists, rewrote history with their remarkable find. While Sonny is updating the news, she was interrupted by the sound of dogs barking from the top of the pyramid. After that, Sonny conducted an interview with the billing doctor, where he discusses his discovery efforts. He shared that he was looking for ancient texts, mentioned the geological area as a potential site for the lost pyramid of Akhenaten. There may be a connection to the unique structure they discovered. They then approached Nora for an interview. She explained that the 3-sided pyramid was not related to King Akhenaten, but was actually located under the ground. Moreover, Nora explains that it takes thousands of 5 to accumulate and create such a structure. When Hunting asked why archaeologists are opposed to using satellites, Nora revealed that they don't want technology to intervene and then spread unverified misinformation. Dr. Holden and Nora then informed Sonny about a satellite orbiting the Earth and show her the specific area where the pyramid is located. They emphasize that a large part of it is still deep under the sand. Dr. Holden couldn't help but marvel at the enormous size of the pyramid. Nora continued to point out the exact location. From there, the top of the pyramid can be reached. Be fascinated. Sonny asked about the satellite, and Nora explained that she was inspired by an article titled Searching for Alien Intelligence. When Hunting asked for Nora's opinion, did aliens use the pyramid as a means to visit Earth? Nora dismisses that idea. She laughed because she didn't believe in such heavenly theories. Throughout their conversation, the doctor shouted not to try to tell Sonny to avoid discussing the satellite. It is proposed to focus on archaeology. Nevertheless, Sonny argues that satellites are important, as it can help discover a new era in archaeology. The disagreement upset Dr. Holden because he believed that the original nature of archaeology had been lost due to the overuse of technology. That night, Nora had a phone conversation with her mother. She reassured her that she would be fine in her quest to uncover the secret of the buried pyramid. Suddenly, she was upset when she saw a remote-controlled car named Sodi, designed by her boyfriend and colleague out on the patio, a robotics engineer. Come out and introduce yourself to everyone. It was originally developed by NASA to explore Mars. He also mentioned that Sodi has the ability to record, capture image and audio data. Once inside the pyramid, the company will transmit the image directly to the center for monitoring. The next day, Egyptian workers are tasked with demolishing tunnels and informed Dr. Goodall that they had found the entrance inside the pyramid. Everyone rushed to work, hurriedly headed towards the pyramid. Nevertheless, when the last stone is removed, a poisonous gas suddenly spewed out, covering the whole area, causing serious harm to team members. Medical assistance is immediately called. Luckily, it saved several lives. Meanwhile, Dr. Hajwang received a notification from the cheer department, asking to pause his research and leave the area within 24 hours. The reason is because protests have broken out. The locals don't want foreigners to explore their ancient pyramids. The situation has led to chaos and rampant violence. Upon receiving the news, Dr. Hewitt don't decide to abandon their mission and leave the next morning. However, Nora tries to convince her father to take something from the pyramid, emphasize the potential that can be given to them. After much thought, the doctor shouted not to be reluctant to agree to send the data into the pyramid to collect data. Hope to get pictures of the content inside. Not long after, a soldier arrives to supervise the departure of the team. Jia Hien is the only person who knows Arabic. Inform the military that they are in the process of ending operations and leaving. Then, RA hear the control for the comparison into the pyramid. Immediately after going inside, Sodi encountered a small amount of toxic gas. The wall in the pyramid is different from the symbol of Oshiri, the god of Egypt in the afterlife. At that moment, the Saudi was attacked, surprising everyone, signaling suspicion that it may be the dog that caused the trouble on the day. When he tried to bring the comparison deeper into the pyramid, the car suddenly lost signal. After costing $3 million is extremely expensive, Zahir convinces the team members to enter the pyramid to retrieve it. Dr. Hewitt don't say no, but he begged him too much, so he agreed. He said that only he and his family could go inside. Nevertheless, other members of the group, 0 V&D each, remind them that they are a team and should work together. Seeing Dr. Holden and his team preparing to enter the pyramid, a soldier shouted for them to leave immediately. Jia Hugh explained their situation to the soldier, asked for permission to get their expensive car back. Last, the soldier gave them 2 hours to recover the car. And so, a group of 5 people entered the pyramid. Nora brought a camera with her to record her diary. While Dr. Hewitt doesn't warn against touching anything, due to the unstable ancient structure, it can collapse at any time. After a while, R.A. Hurd became worried when he discovered the scrap of the car. As they go deeper, Nora discovers a hole that leads upwards and urges the team to explore it. When scrubbing, they encounter a variety of objects and structures. They began to analyze their findings. For a moment, Nora saw a metal structure stained with dried blood and decided to bring it back as a sample for further examination. While going down, the conductor supporting Dr. Holden suddenly broke, making the whole team disoriented. Mark it without a clear path. They enter a room where they find their missing car. At that moment, the floor tiles under their feet were unstable and weakened and collapsed under their feet, causing them to fall about 30 m below the ground. The situation was even worse when a large rock fell at the foot of the porch. Pressing on his leg made him trapped. The whole team tried their best to help him out, but all efforts were in vain. While they were struggling, Sunny discovers a hole and decides to climb up to find a way out in search of help. Nevertheless, when Sunny tries to climb, she is suddenly attacked by a mysterious creature, forcing her to come back. Meanwhile, Dr. Hodong stumbled upon a symbol on the wall. Read the warning engraved on it. Advise them not to enter. He asked the team to wait there until the army searched for them. Nevertheless, Nora Zero Viendi Italian, because of worries about limited time, it cannot be saved, and decided to find another way out. Before leaving to heal alone, Nora handed him a torch and promised to come back soon. After the team had just left to look for a way out, they suddenly heard the screams of the sage. In a panic, Dr. Holdings and Nora ran to him, discovering that his feet were still under the rock. Bloodstains on the ground indicate that Dakhia has been dragged into the vault and may have lost his life. This scene broke Dora's heart. Dr. Hewitt don't try to comfort her and convinced Nora to keep looking for a way out. Dr. Holden made up a story. Tell the others that the distant here is crushed when trying to move the rock. Nevertheless, Sunny doesn't believe him and angrily blames him for their condition. In the next scene, the team continue to advance along the tunnel, feeling anxious when Laura senses something watching them. So they speed up and meet the soldier, who was there to rescue them. At that moment, many mysterious creatures begin to attack them. The soldier tried his best to shoot them down, but in the end, he was eaten by a large monster. Fear filled the group, and they huddled together in a corner. Fixie notices that the scratch on Sunny's face is infected and her eyes don't look good. Soon after, Dr. Holden discovered a carving on the wall. Describe passages from the Book of the Dead. It describes the concept of the final judgment, where souls are weighed by the god Anubis on a large scale held by the goddess Kul. A scale signifies being transported to the afterlife after appearing in front of Oxygen and a panel of judges. When the group enters another tunnel, Dr. Hewitt don't accidentally activate the mechanism that causes the door to close and make the tunnel quickly flooded with fish. Fear that they will be buried alive. They ran wildly, but Sunny falls into a hole full of deadly spikes. Fixie tries to save her, but to no avail. The whole team was deeply saddened by Sunny's passing, but they still have to keep looking for an exit. Soon, they discovered a missing part of the car. Fixie realized that its antenna could be used for communication. He reprogrammed the code with his camera, record a video message, explain the situation, ask for help. Also, they warn that the pyramids are full of dangerous creatures. Anyone who enters must carry a weapon in self-defense. Then, Dr. Holden discovers a hidden room, where they found the body of an explorer from the 19th century, plus his diary. The diary reveals a route out of this pyramid. Nevertheless, before the team finished processing the information, a clawed hand suddenly pierced Dr. Holden's chest, tearing his heart apart. Nora called her father's name, desperate to help him, but fiction pulled her out of that place. Then he walked back into the room and started turning on the camcorder. Fire recorded this painful scene on camera as the creature was crushing. He ended up killing him, while Nora grieves in a corner. The creature passed by without paying attention to her. Later, Faya J came to her and showed her the filmed footage. See that? She recognized the creature as an Anubis, the Devourer, a hybrid entity between jackals and humans, famous for eating the hearts of the impure. In the next scene, Tichy found the soldier's body and took the gun from him, while Nora took the flare from her father's color. She then discovered the hieroglyphs in the room. Shows the pyramid was built to trap the Anubis. The one who wanted to reunite with his father was Oshiri, to walk through the last gate of heaven. Then, the two began to search for maps on the ceiling. Look for the tetrahedral icon. Represents a three-sided pyramid. This symbol seems to point to the brightest star. As a guide to the exit, Nora successfully identifies the brightest star and leads the way to a tunnel, where they discovered a rope. It shows that the soldier entered the pyramid by that way. After taking all the courage, she began to climb the rope, followed by Fiction. But right then, the creature suddenly appears and screws D. Nora tries to escape, but the beast grabs her. In despair, Nora lit a flare and pushed it down. She then climbed to the top of the rope and sat on it for a while. But unfortunately, Anubis appeared to catch Nora again, tied to a pole in the room. No wakes up and finds Fiction. She called out to him desperately, horrified when Anubis smashed his face mercilessly. This scared Nora very much. But what do you have to lose? She skillfully used a knife net cutting the rope, and then used the blade of the knife to twist a line up the neck of the Anubis. When the beast trembles with pain, the Egyptian cats rush to attack it, giving Nora a chance to escape. However, as she nears the exit of the pyramid, she loses consciousness. When he woke up, she saw a boy standing in front of her, holding the camera. She begged him for help, but before the boy could say a word, Anubis appeared and took them away. The movie ends here. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the latest videos.